This is a typical internship day in the life of myself, Jay Sitzman. My day started off with me waking up at 7:50 a.m. every day, which was brutal because I'm not gonna lie, I like sleeping in, especially over the summer. After spending a great deal of time fighting myself not wanting to get out of bed, I would get dressed and ready for work, but not before I asked my mom for fashion advice for my clothes. I know this might seem ridiculous, however, I don't have the fashion knowledge that she has, so every day I would take pictures of an outfit that I thought was okay, and she'd promptly tell me that it was all wrong, because those colors don't match with these colors, and those colors aren't in season, and yada yada yada. This was a grueling process because everything had to match and whatnot. After that horrendous process was over, I would go to work at 9. Once I would get to my desk, I would be greeted by my coworker Kelly, who was a super awesome person, great to get along with. And then by my boss, Keith Gill. Keith is the finest communications manager who had drank more coffee and had more energy than anyone I had ever met. This guy was full of energy. Each day he would have something planned out for us that you would never think of doing on a normal business day. You would never know what each day would entail because his schedule was all over the place. For example, on our first day he took us to a photo shoot. We then proceeded to stay there for 4 hours while he took pictures for the bank's promotional Pride ad campaign. After the shoot was over, he took us right back to the office to work on a bunch of other wild stuff. Keith was an excellent boss to have. Anyway, Keith gave me a ridiculous, unexpected task, and then he would rush off to another meeting. One of the overarching assignments I had to work on every day throughout the 6 weeks was to boost internet traffic to the Bank of Ireland's social website Yammer. Essentially, Yammer is Facebook for work. I thought to myself, what better way to boost Yammer than to post funny pictures of other interns? One intern I took a lot of pictures of was of Abe, who worked 2 rows in front of me. Throughout the internship, I would take pictures of the back of his head and do a little doodle with them to show what he was currently thinking. As you can tell, I got pretty creative. Here is one of him thinking of the famous scene of Titanic. Here's another one of him thinking about being a farmer instead of doing the work he had right in front of him, which was Excel. And finally, my best creation. Abe imagining himself as King Kong climbing the Empire State Building in New York. These images helped generate a great deal of traffic on Yammer and helped revitalize a dying aspect of the bank. This was a great activity to do, however, it wasn't the only one. Another task that Keith bestowed upon me was to send out emails, which I thought was really cool, even though it was a metacore activity. Some of these emails had great importance, like the attendance for the upcoming rugby match, which I played 1 game in and scored 2 tries. And other emails included scheduling meetings for myself and him. Finally, no internship day is complete without myself goofing off with Microsoft Paint. This image I call here is Mr. Mises, who represents the Great Depression and feminist struggle in modern society, as you can tell. Keith especially enjoyed these pictures as much as I did. After all my work was done, I would leave work promptly at 5 o'clock with my coworkers and go home to rest myself for the next day that was going to be as wild as the previous one. In conclusion, throughout this internship, I learned a tremendous amount about the business world and how it functioned. With trips to the other banks, working hard with Keith, and having fun with my coworkers, this experience was truly amazing.